What is up, YouTube knife community? Back again. Today we're going to be discussing an artisan knife, as you can see laying there on the table. This happens to be the Artisan Hyperion, the Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive with brass scales. So, a little backstory to this knife here. JB, it's actually JB's knife from Big Red EDC, and it was passed on from Smoky Mountain to Big Red, and Big Red's going to do a giveaway with this knife. So I reached out to him not long ago about and was showing him some different things I was thinking about trying to start doing the brass and copper and whatnot. So I guess he kept that in his mind, and it gave him a good idea for this knife. So what's going to happen is I did the work on this knife for JB, and he's going to do a giveaway with it. So yeah, I look forward to that. I can't wait to see who wins this awesome knife. To me, it's awesome. You guys may not think so, but and before I even reveal it, I'm going to say that I know this isn't for everybody, but there is a group of people out there who really love the brass scales and the copper scales and all that good stuff. So this will probably appeal to them a little more than most of the members of the community. But there is some awesome work that's been done to this, so we'll tear right into it. First off, I want to talk about Artisan's packaging. Just a normal box, but I kind of like the boxes where you take the lid off like that. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but it's better than a Spyderco box, for sure. And then you get this card in there that tells you the model, 1834BR with D2 steel, and they claim 58 to 60. Handle material brass, as you can see, and it does have ceramic ball bearings, and the action is stupid smooth on this knife. And then you get this this felt, kind of more like a jewelry bag, which is nice. I like it. Yeah, I think all knives should come with some kind of little silk bag or something. If Civivi can give us a padded zipper case, then all these other companies can give us a little cheap bag like that. I mean, that's just my opinion. It makes them easier to store and all that good stuff. So anyway, we'll tear into this knife. I'm gonna give you some specs on it here. It's a 4-inch blade with a 3 3/4 inch cutting edge, and it's D2 steel. You got a 5-inch handle with brass scales, of course, stainless steel liners, and stainless steel hardware. It is 9 inches overall, and here it is. There's the blade with somewhat of a mirrored edge on it. Loving that blade. And here's the scales. It's a forced patina on brass. First time I've ever done it. I think it come out pretty good. And the work that I did to it, of course, I acid etched, stone washed the blade, and then I acid etched and stone washed the liners. Flame anodized the hardware, including the clip, as you can see, and the stop pin. Let's see, get focus in there. Did the stop pin, the standoffs. They're flame anodized. There's another one right there. Then I put a sort of polished edge on it. I didn't go all the way out, but it's more than I like to polish a D2, so it is what it is. The blade turned out spectacular. I tried a different approach to the stone wash, and I really like it. Love how it came out. But yeah, man, I'm digging this. I kind of hate I have to send it in, but anyway, I tied this lanyard on it, kind of matched the colors the best I had, and then it's got a flame anodized titanium lanyard bead on it. as you can see there. But I think it come out pretty good, especially for my first try at it. So yeah, if you're out there and you want a brass copper or whatever knife force patinaed, I'm game. So let's look at the action real quick. Very smooth action. The blade is heavy, so it gives it a little bit of reason to drop shut. Centering is spot on. And this is one of those knives that you can just crank down on the pivot as tight as you want, and the action stays smooth as silk. I love that about it. This is only the second knife that I've had as far as artisan budget. I've had a couple CJRBs. I'll give you a shot of them liners down in there. But yeah, so I've had a couple CJRBs, and Artisan's budget line is rocking, man. They do a great job with these budget knives. Never had any of their higher end stuff, but these budget models are pretty kick ass. They always have good action, and they always have good tolerances too, like surprisingly good tolerances. So the stock on this blade is 120 thousandths, and the behind the edge is 15 thousandths. So it comes down to a good slicey grind. 15 thousandths is pretty good and thin. As you can see, it's rocking a 15-degree per side edge, 30 inclusive, and the bevels aren't stupid wide, so that'll show you kind of how wide it is. When I lay this thing on the table, it's going to look funky. It did earlier anyway. But anyway, there it is. And here's a couple size comparisons just to give you an idea. You should go check out JB's video on it, his review. He done a full review on it, and I'm sure he talked about a lot more than I'll talk about. Excuse me. Here's a pair 2. So there's your PM2 and pair 3 size comparisons. We'll throw one more up here, and it is going to be a heavily used Rat 1. There it is. So there's your size comparisons. And if you're wondering where this Hank on the table came from, that one came from Beth, Mrs. J. Cool on Instagram. If you guys haven't checked her out, go check her out. She's doing some awesome stuff. Killer embroidery. I'll give you a good shot of that. But there it is. It looks awesome. And this is the Marvel themed. Love it. Absolutely love it. Awesome Hank. So, yep, here's the Artisan Hyperion. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Smoky Mountain Knife Works has this brass edition. I like the way you can still see the logo and the designer's mark right there. It's D Rocket, I think is his name. But the knife came out spectacular, I think. Oh, one other thing. Let's see. I don't think I have it with me. But I swapped the clip on it. This is not an Artisan clip. It's a Civivi clip. I guarantee you a few people already knew that just from the looks of it. But the Civivi clip carries a little bit deeper than what the Artisan did. And I just thought it was a better clip all around. So I swapped it out. And it took the flame job really well, I think. It turned out really great. The screws, I don't think I got a good shot of the screws, but there's your screws. And you can see, like, it does have a tiny bit of texture into it, but for the most part, it's slicker and snot. So if you don't like slick knives, this is probably not something for you, but you can appreciate the work that I put into it, I'm sure. The pivot turned out spectacular. I love the way it's got that little dot of purple in the center there. I mean, I just love the way it came out. Absolutely love it. JB, thanks for the opportunity to be a part of this, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna so yeah, pay attention to JB, and I don't know when he's giving this away. I don't know how he's giving it away or whatever, but I'm excited to see where it goes and who ends up with it and hear everybody's thoughts on it. So if you're still around, leave me a comment down there and tell me what you think of this. Do you like brass or copper knives? If you do, hey man, send one in. I'm willing to do the same treatment to it. I actually enjoyed this. It was fun. it was a step outside of what I've been doing with all the rats and stuff. So yeah, it was very welcomed. So if you want one done, just let me know. We'll work on it together. But guys, that's all I've got. Thank you again, JB, for giving me the opportunity to work on this knife and be a part of this giveaway. Thank all you guys for subscribing. Please leave me a comment, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you like seeing mods, there's a whole lot more to come. Testing, blah, blah. You know what all I do. So, yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one.